Everyone knows about Euphoria. It is now the trending TV show. The TV series, dubbed A Parent's Worst Nightmare, deals with substance abuse, sexuality, bullying, and addiction problems among teenagers. The story revolves around teenagers who deal with these problems and have a knack for always landing in trouble. Created and produced by Sam Levinson, Euphoria explores this situation ongoing in today's world and has managed to show it as it is, without any white curtains or censors. It's done a great job in portraying that the actions of parents are indeed quite heavy on their children and their mental health, which is widely disregarded by a lot of the older generation around the globe. They simply blame it on circumstance and bad company, rather than taking measures to be with their children and understand their problems. The episode starts off by introducing the main character, Rue, portrayed by Zendaya, who is a teenager back from rehab, dealing with substance abuse problems. She starts doing it even though she returns after a long time of rehab, and the narrative continues by introducing her friends one by one. A guy who deals drugs, a best friend with issues, and Rue's family, who don't trust that she was clean and ask her to take a test to prove that she really is clean, when in fact she is not. We can see the lengths Rue goes to hide the fact that she's not clean and lies expertly to avoid the situation. The story goes on to show a vast array of emotions, the backstory of why the characters turn out to be what they are, the story behind each of their lives, and the situations they face together, traversing deep waters and dangerous situations they fall in just to satiate their addiction and gain temporary relief from problems. The creator, Levinson, has made up a brilliant storytelling narrative about the lives of teenagers, who often go misunderstood and unrecognized, and what ways they find relief and often rely on unhealthy coping mechanisms like drugs, alcohol, smoking, etc. The issues underlying the episodes and their characters are all inspired by real-life scenarios, and the director warns people that the show is for a mature audience only and has a lot of emotional triggers. The lead actress, Zendaya, also tweeted the same warning before the release of the show. In the midst of all of this, fans have noticed the absence of Kat, who's barely featured in the season. This has led to suspicions of unrest behind the scenes among the fans. The rumors about the mistreatment on the sets started circulating the net, and many bloggers started posting questions, and the crew tried to contain the outburst as much as possible. The director, Sam Levinson, appeared on many shows to describe the situation. The inspiration behind Euphoria, as Sam says, is his own drug addiction problems. I was a drug addict for many years, and I've been clean for many years now. But we just kind of talked about life for about 2 hours, and then she said, okay, go write that. I was like, alright. And I went back down and sat down, and I wrote a kind of 25-page outline that consisted of mainly dialogues because I'm not organized enough to actually write outlines and send it over. And she said, this is great, write the first script. And we kind of went from there, said Sam in an interview. No, I just wrote it myself. I just wrote myself as a teenager. I think those feelings and memories, they're still extremely accessible to me. So it's not hard to reach. I just write myself and what I was feeling and what I was going through when I was dealing with addiction, Levinson added. Recently, a background actor came forth and shed some light on the shooting and behind-the-scenes schedule and treatment on the sets of Euphoria, saying that she had a miserable time shooting the recent episodes and a horrible experience in the earlier season. It's common knowledge that the episode scripts to the 8-episode season 1 have been rewritten entirely, and the work hours were very uncomfortable and unreasonable. The Extra had recently uploaded a video on TikTok centered around Lexi's play, but was removed soon after. The play was supposed to be a mix of flashbacks and characters reacting to it as the audience. The Extra actors claimed that the 59 minutes episode actually had taken weeks to shoot, and there were a lot of errors because many extras refused to come to work again after these 16-hour filming weeks. The background actor said she was left numb after being overworked so much. She shared a screenshot of herself in the play scene ad and wrote, "The play and audience scenes actually took forever for them to film. Like, it took weeks for them to film just this episode, which is honestly crazy." There are a lot of inconsistencies in the background because of it, because obviously, people didn't want to return. Like, I didn't want to return because I was miserable. Dominic Fike, the actor who plays Elliot, was apparently replaced with a bootleg version of himself, after he took a break from shooting, according to the Extra. To show proof of her words, she pointed out that the replacement could clearly be seen when Cassie ran out of the auditorium, with Elliot seated in one of the last rows. The Extra did not divulge the reason between Dominic's absence, or how the behavior of the crew was. But she did reveal the main reason behind background actors not returning to work. It's mostly the weather and boredom after 16-hour-long days of work, according to her. The extra had said in the post that the only silver lining was they got paid for the extra time on set, but they were not informed in advance how long they were going to be there. "They didn't warn you for how long you'll be there for," she wrote. When asked about how she landed the role, she replied it was through an external casting agency. She also told a fan that the excitement of seeing her favorite actors acting in real life quickly wore off, even though she was a big fan of Euphoria. "It was surreal to see them act in real life. I'm a fan of the show. But after a while of filming, I'd get numb and just wanted to go home," she replied. The extras were strictly prohibited from meeting or talking or interacting with the main cast in any way, except for the requirement they could get fired if they spoke to the cast, said the actor in the post. "It got so bad, even the main cast spoke about the long working days on the series." Jacob Elordi, the star of the Kissing Booth franchise, who plays the role of Noah in The Kissing Booth and Nate in Euphoria, has revealed that it was stressful and the most difficult part of the storyline was in its duration. The star spoke, "We shoot for so long and it takes so many hours. You know it's worthwhile doing it, but a 16-hour day is a 16-hour day." Jacob was previously also seen complaining about his characters constantly changing storylines in the series. "Honestly, the scripts were chopping and changing pretty regularly for the longest time. I had a general idea what was going on, but a lot of times it was just spontaneous. The main cast spoke a lot about their inputs to the show, the majority of them being the removal of unnecessary nudity in the episodes." Meanwhile, Minka Kelly, the actress who plays Samantha on the show, has said that she and Alexa Demira, the actor who plays the character Maddie, were given the swimming pool script on morning of shoot day. Referencing Cassie and Nate's huge argument on the TV show, Sydney Sweeney says she and Jordy added 5 more pages to the script to bring out the emotions in that scene, with the help of Sam, when in reality, the original screenplay lacked the tension and the build-up. Season 2 might bring more suspense and thrill, and may also be filled with more behind-the-scenes scandals.
Hello, Brazil! It is some of the ladies of Euphoria here. We are on the set of Euphoria right now. We've been working very, very hard. We're very excited about this new season. You guys have done beautiful work. All these ladies absolutely kill it.
Is that it's done in a space where I can take that next step in my career, but it's done in a place where it's best to do that. So yeah, it's nerve-wracking.
So it might be safe to say that Euphoria is basically for mature audiences, as it's filled with disturbing content, full-on nudity and substances, but it's a great watch as it brings to light to problems faced by people who undergo rehab and the issues affecting modern world teenagers. It does a great job at showing the teenage side of the story, which is almost always ignored by the majority of the world. If you liked and enjoyed this video, please like and share the video with your friends. Subscribe to our channel to be updated first on all the tea and gossip that leaks from Hollywood.